Let's quickly talk about Bitcoin and the blockchain. I know some of you who are watching this video right now, you're already aware what a blockchain is and what Bitcoin is, but there have been a lot of comments, people sending me messages. They want to understand what is Bitcoin halving, because they've been hearing the halving, Bitcoin halving, and they want to understand what is the Bitcoin halving. Okay, I cannot just go directly and start explaining what the Bitcoin halving is to you right now without actually explaining to you what the blockchain is and how it works, because the blockchain is like the pipeline, okay, that carries the water flow of Bitcoin, that carries the Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin itself, imagine Bitcoin to be like water, right? Without the pipeline, the water cannot flow from the waterboard wherever, to the destination. You need a pipeline to transport, just like electricity. You need the cables to run the electricity, right? So the blockchain is like the pipeline, is the network, is the cable that carries the Bitcoin, right, from one point to another. But first of all, let's explain how the blockchain works.
Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Yeah, let's just be real.
You are watching Obicrypto. Subscribe now.
The blockchain actually is just like, we can use, let's say, imagine you guys belong to a team, a football team, right? And in this football team, everybody have his own record book, all right? Now, whatever happens in the team, everybody is expected to write down. It's like kind of like, it's a notebook, it's like a diary, right? Everybody must write down what happened in the team in that diary. But here is where it becomes very powerful. Whatever you write in your diary, it will automatically appear in my own diary, and it will appear in the diary of the next person, everybody in the team. Whatever you write in your diary, it will appear in their own. Whatever I write in my diary, it will appear in your own and that of every other person. Same goes for every other team member. That way, nobody can come back tomorrow. I cannot come back tomorrow to deny what I have written, because at the very moment I was writing it, it was appearing on everybody's diary. So everybody has a copy of it in their diary. Do you understand? So that is kind of like how the blockchain works. So whatever transaction you do on the blockchain, it appears on the blockchain explorer for kind of like the ledger. Do you understand? Like the notice board for everybody to see. Everybody have access to that ledger, just like in the case of this diary now I'm just explaining now. Everybody has a copy of it. So I see what you are doing. I may not know if you are the one, but at least I know somebody in the team have done so and so transaction. I don't know if that is clear enough, but if it is not, I'm going to go into my system now, and I've done some rough sketch which I'm going to use to explain to you. Okay, I hope you'll understand better, but I made it so very, very simple that anybody, in fact, this I will say this is the best way to explain the Bitcoin halving and how the blockchain works for any ordinary Joe out there on the street. For anybody out there on the street, this is really the best way to explain this to any layman out there on the street, for you to understand how Bitcoin and the blockchain works. Okay, so let's go into my system and I will explain that to you. So follow me, let's go. So here is the very simple elaboration I have sketched, and I hope you follow me in this explanation. Okay, so pay close attention as I explain this. So right now, the people or the person who created Bitcoin created just only 21 million Bitcoin. Now imagine the world, we have about 8 billion people in the world, right? And there is only 21 million Bitcoin. So it means if you own one Bitcoin today, you are among the only 21 million people who owns a Bitcoin. But well, maybe if you are not able to afford one full Bitcoin, you can own a fraction of it, right? A fraction is maybe 0.00 something of Bitcoin. You understand? If you cannot afford to own one full Bitcoin, you can own a fraction of it, right? So the person or the group of people who created the Bitcoin, they created only 21 million Bitcoin and they planted it into the blockchain. Now, they planted it into the blockchain. As you can see this box here now, right? This big box here with smaller box inside it. This is the blockchain now. Now, this is how it works. The 21 million Bitcoin is inside here, but it is not permitted to be released to anybody. And here is how the people who developed Bitcoin did it. What they did here is this. They said, these boxes in here are not properly arranged, right? They don't look like boxes. Some of them look like triangles, some look like the shape of diamond or octagon or whatever, but it doesn't look like boxes. So they said they want that some set of people who you are going to call the miners, right? These people here now, look at them with their ugly looking faces. Their job right now is to keep arranging these boxes. Arrange these boxes such that they will all come out, very beautiful like this, well arranged. You can see what I'm doing, right? So their assignment now is to arrange these boxes so that it will look very beautiful and well arranged, well organized, not as scattered as it is like this. So these people, these people you call miners, let me pick my pencil. I think maybe a brush tool. A pencil, okay. These miners you see here now, their job, okay, is to be arranging these boxes. Each of these box is a block. You understand? As you can see right here, it looks like a block, right? Each one of them looks like a block. All right. So the job of these miners is to be arranging these blocks, okay, so that it will be well arranged as this, to look beautiful and well arranged. This is just the way I can explain this for a layman, all right? But when you begin to go deeper into cryptocurrency, you understand that it is not about arranging boxes. These are tough mathematical equations that these guys are actually solving. Do you understand? But let's just stick to our theory. That way it will be easy for you to understand. So the job of these miners, these guys you see here in this big circle here, their job is to be arranging these boxes properly like this. So as they keep arranging it, the system, the same people who designed this, created this Bitcoin, they programmed into this Bitcoin a coding system. They call it a reward system. So every 10 minutes, look at it here, every 10 minutes, the code, the reward system will release. Presently, as we speak today now, as of the date today is the 2nd of April 2024. Now, every 10 minutes, the program will release 6.25 Bitcoin. This is 6 and a quarter, right? 6 and a quarter Bitcoin. Every 10 minutes, the code will release this amount of Bitcoin, which is just about, let's just call it 6 Bitcoin, okay? The code will release 6 Bitcoin to these people as a reward for doing this job, for arranging these boxes you are seeing here. So every 10 minutes, the code will release 6 Bitcoin to them. Now, when the 6 Bitcoin comes to them, right, there's another system designed here. When the 6 Bitcoin comes here, that system will now look into these guys. Who is doing most of the job? The person who has done more work than others will earn more than the rest. So if the 6 Bitcoin comes in now, and this guy here, this man here, he has done most of the job, right? He is working harder than this other guy. This man will earn more than this person. This person will earn more than this person, and so on and so forth. So according to the number of boxes you have been able to arrange to fix in this place will determine the amount of share you are going to get from this 6 Bitcoin. Do you understand? Every 10 minutes. So this is how the miners are rewarded. Now, it is these miners now, when they earn this reward, they are the ones now that will bring the Bitcoin that they have earned. They will now bring it to the market and sell. Because, like for those of you who are joining all these platforms to get free cryptocurrency, all these free airdrops, when Bitcoin was created, nobody got Bitcoin for free. Nobody got Bitcoin for free. Do you understand? The miners were the ones, these guys they call miners here, they were the one that had to work here, get the reward of the Bitcoin, and then they brought the Bitcoin to the market to sell. Do you understand? So everybody, any Bitcoin you see anywhere today, it was gotten as a result of hard work. These miners, they were the one that worked for it. They got it as a reward for their work, and they sold it in the market. And that was how all these Bitcoins you are seeing today, that was how the whole of those Bitcoins was created. Because the people who created the 21 million Bitcoin, they dumped it inside this blockchain. And nobody can go inside this blockchain to collect it. Only these guys. And the only way they can collect it is they must work. They must arrange these boxes. And then they'll be getting their reward. Do you understand? So it is that reward now they will now bring into the market. Into the market, the market you people call we call it exchange, right? We call it exchange. And this exchange, you have Binance, you have gates.io, right? Exchange. Let me spell it here. Exchange. Please forgive my writing, my G here. So this exchange. So there are so many exchanges. We have Binance, we have gates.io, we have KuCoin, we have Bybit, we have BitMEX, we have Bittrex, we have HitBTC. All so many platforms, so many exchange platforms out there. There are many out there, right? So it is these miners, when they get the reward, they get the reward for doing the job of mining. They will now bring it into the exchange and sell. That is how me and you will get Bitcoin. Maybe if we buy from them, we can leave it when they appreciate. We also sell to another person. That person too sell to another person. That other person too sell to another person, and so on and so forth. So we all, the whole world relies on these miners to keep doing their work in arranging and fixing these boxes in the blockchain, so that they can get those Bitcoins and bring it to the market for me and you to buy. Now you might be wondering, how are these people doing this work? It's not as if they are doing the work with their bare hands. They are using computers to do this work, and those computers are super expensive. They consume a lot of electricity. They consume a lot of internet data to do that work. So it's not as if these guys are just getting this reward for free. They are spending billions to do this work, and you can see the reward they are getting. Now, I hope this is clear enough for you to understand how the blockchain works, how Bitcoin is being produced. And right now, as I speak to you right now, as I speak to you right now on this video, this 21 million Bitcoin, right? Let me show you something. Okay. I will open the coin market cap here. Let me show you something. Coin market cap. Okay. Coin market cap. So let me show you people something very quickly, so that you'll understand the importance of the Bitcoin halving. This is Bitcoin here, number one, right? So I'm going to click on it. Okay, it's opening up. Just give it a second. All right, what do you see here? It said circulating supply, right? I just highlighted here, circulating supply. What do you see? 19.6 million Bitcoin. Now what do you see? Maximum supply is what? 21 million. Look at it. 21. Look at it here. Okay, 21 million Bitcoin. But but right here it says what? Circulating supply is what? 19.6 million. Let's go back to our sample. what this means is that out of this 21 million Bitcoin, 19.6 million of it, let me write it down, 19.6 million, right? 19.6 million bitcoins. Okay, I'm going to increase the font size now to 22. $19.6 million bitcoins have already been mined, or you can say produced, whichever one you want to call it, whichever English that suits you, that makes it easy for you to understand. Okay, I want to shift this a little bit away. So what I'm saying right now is that out of this 21 million Bitcoin here, right, that 19.6 million out of it have been mined already. Okay, so what we are left with right now is roughly just about 1.3 million Bitcoins left. Do you understand? So I want you to understand the situation and the importance of this halving. So after this 21 million Bitcoin, once the last Bitcoin is mined, nobody can produce extra more Bitcoins. That's just it. It's 21 million forever. That is why I wrote it here. 21 million Bitcoins forever. There can only be 21 million Bitcoins forever. That is why Bitcoin is more important than your government currency. Because your government currency, the government can go to the central bank and produce more currency as much as they want. They can mint more currency, share money, and do whatever they want to do with it. They can just be producing and printing more money. But Bitcoin, once we reach this 21 million, that is it. Case closed. No more production of Bitcoin. So whatever you do with your 21 million Bitcoin, whatever humanity does with this 21 million, that is our business. It is nobody else's business, and that is it. Do you understand now? Now let's now talk about the halving. What does it mean by halving? Now I'll show you something. Bitcoin was launched. Let's go here. Let's open this thing. Okay. Bitcoin was. I think I will need to. Let me open up this. Screen let me make it bigger. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to increase the font size. Let's take it to 20 and then we write. Okay, Bitcoin was released to the public in 2010, right? Okay, fast forward to 2012, right? We had the first Bitcoin halving. Okay, there we go. Now after that, then by 2016 we had the second Bitcoin halving. Okay, we had the second Bitcoin halving. Then in 2020, because it's every 4 years, we had the third Bitcoin halving. Okay, then the next 4 years will be 2024. In this 2024, we are going to have another, which will be the fourth Bitcoin halving. Okay, during the first Bitcoin halving, when Bitcoin was launched in 2010, every 10 minutes the reward used to be 50 Bitcoins. Then when we came into 2012, it was slashed into 2, and that gave us 25 bitcoins every 10 minutes. Now by 2016, that 25 was cut down to 25 divided by 2. That will give us 12.5 BTCs. Then by 2020, after the 2020 halving, it was slashed. 12.5 divided by 2, we came down to what? 6.25 BTCs. Now see what will happen by this April halving. 6.2 divided by 2. I need to bring up my calculator here now. So let's do the maths here. We say 6.25. We'll divide it by 2, and that will give us 3.125. So we're going to have 3.125 BTC. Now I want you to pay attention here. When Bitcoin was launched, right, in 2010, people that during that time, the miners, they get 50 bitcoins. These guys here, these miners here, they get 50 bitcoins every 10 minutes. Remember, look at it here. We take 10 minutes here. So every 10 minutes, these guys, they are being rewarded with 50 bitcoins, and they will share it according to their performances, each of them. Then in 2012, that's 4 years, not actually 4 years, but because that was the very first time, so there was need to have the first Bitcoin halving, right? So by 2012, the first halving took place, and the reward was cut down by 50%, and they started earning 25 bitcoins every 10 minutes. By 2016, that 25 was cut down to 12.5, and then by 2020, it was cut down to 6.25. So from 2020 till this date, as we speak with you, every 10 minutes, these miners are getting 6.25 bitcoins every 10 minutes. But today is the 2nd of April. In the next 18 days, this 6.25 will be cut into 2. They will only start earning 3.12 bitcoin. Let's just call it 3 bitcoins every 10 minutes. So what does this tell you now? What it tells you is that few years ago, every 10 minutes, right, that as of 2010, every 10 minutes, we were having 50 bitcoins being produced and pumped into the market, right? And you know the law of supply and demand. When supply is too much, what will happen? The price will fall down. It's like when you go to the market to sell bottled water, and everybody in the market is selling bottled water. Of course, you might not even sell anything. Nobody might even buy your own. Or you might end up selling it at a price that will not make sense to you. Why? Because supply is too much. Now, by 2012, the supply cut down to 25 bitcoins. So every 10 minutes, we have 25 bitcoins being produced into the market every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes. You can imagine how many 10 minutes do you have in an hour? Every 10 minutes, you have 25 bitcoins coming into the market. As for this year now, 2024, it's going to cut down to only 3 bitcoins every 10 minutes. It means we only have 3 bitcoins coming to the market every 10 minutes. What do you think will happen to the price? Because the supply of the bitcoin has dropped. It's no longer back in those days where we used to have 25 bitcoins, 50 bitcoins every 10 minutes. Now it has cut down to 3 bitcoins every 10 minutes. What do you think will happen to the price of Bitcoin? Supply has gone down. What do you think will happen to price? Price will shoot up. That is the reason why you have been seeing the price of Bitcoin going up recently. Is because we are fast approaching the halving, and everybody knows that by the time we reach the halving, okay, the amount of Bitcoin being produced every 10 minutes will drop. Because here's the thing. Remember, I told you these guys, these miners, right? I told you these guys, they are not actually doing this work with their hands. They are using supercomputers, and these supercomputers are very expensive. Do you understand? They spend millions, they spend billions to buy these machines, power these supercomputers, provide them with internet 24 hours and electricity 24 hours and air conditioning cooling system to cool those computers 24 hours around the clock. So these guys are spending money to run their business. These miners guys that you see. So now that their earnings is going to be cut down into two. What do you think will happen to them? Because by the time their reward is divided into two, they will be suffering because they are no longer earning what they are earning, and they have staffs to pay, they have the electricity bill to pay, internet bill, connectivity to pay, all the operational logistics. Sometimes some of the computers will break down. You need to bring computer engineers to come, pay them money to buy tools, fix all those computers and all of that. So what I'm trying to explain to you guys is I'm trying to do this as easy as much as I can, so you guys can understand how the Bitcoin halving works and why it is very, very important and paramount to everybody in the market. Do you understand? Imagine like the gold we have today now. Gold, everybody use gold, right? Like women, you wear gold in your hands, your ear, and necklace, gold. Now, what if you wake up tomorrow and you discover that there is no more gold again in the world? All the gold in the world has been mined out of the soil. No more gold left anywhere. If you like, turn the whole planet upside down, dig the whole ground, the whole mountains, everywhere. No more gold. Gold has finished. The only gold available is only the ones that people already have right now in their houses or in the markets. What do you think will happen to the price of gold? So this is exactly how the Bitcoin halving is going to affect the price of Bitcoin. And that is why anytime the Bitcoin halving is around the corner, everybody will be jubilating because they know the prices of cryptocurrencies will go up. That's why they call it the bull market. Do you understand? Because in every market you go, there are two people in any market, whether it is your local market where you buy your fresh oranges, apples, and potato, tomato, and all stuff. There are two kinds of people in the market: the sellers and the buyers. Otherwise, there is no use for markets now. Those are just the two types of people you have in the market: the buyers and the sellers. Now, same thing applies to when you come to digital market. We have the buyers, we have the sellers. The buyers are the bulls, the sellers are the bears. When I say bull, the bull are the bull that looks like a cow, right? They call them the bulls, B-U-L-L. And then the sellers, they call them the bears. Bear now, teddy bear, right? The animal bear, huge bear. So you have the bulls and you have the bears. So anytime we have an upward market, anytime we have prices of things going up, we'll say, oh, we are in the bull market. Why? Because the buyers are around. Even you, when you take your goods to the market to sell and you discover that you have maybe 50 pieces of bottled water to sell and there is 5,000 people looking for bottled water to buy, what will you call it? It's a bull market. It is the buyer's market because the buyers are on ground. They want to buy. The problem now is that do you have to supply? Do you have it to supply? So anytime you see things going up like that, there are buyers. We call it the bull market. But whenever the price of things in the market is falling down, it means that the bears are around. Sellers are coming into the market. Everybody wants to sell. Price will be falling down. So I just wanted to use this medium to explain this thing for you. For those of you who are just coming into the financial world newly, for you guys to understand how it works, right? It's not a rocket science. This is just as simple as it can be. Thank you very much, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope I've been able to impact something to you today on this video. So please subscribe to my channel, share my channel with other people, let other people learn. Share this video with them, let them also learn and understand how the financial market works, because it's not just for you to know it and keep it to yourself. You are not doing anybody any good, right? Because if you know it and keep it to yourself and you don't tell the next person, tomorrow when you have your own coin you want to sell and there's nobody to buy from you, will you be happy? So the more people we have coming in to buy and many people coming in to sell, the more money you will make, I will make, everybody will make. Okay, so please share this knowledge with everybody, share this video with everybody, let people know. Let's come, let's make money, and let's be rich. This is Obicrypto. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for liking and sharing the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Over and out.
Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Yeah, let's just be real.
You are watching Obicrypto. Subscribe now.